this could have been very bad. Whoa, it's all the way in there. That's crazy.
Anyone that ever wanted to buy a new bike and they've been told by their friends or family that it's better to buy a used bike than a Walmart bike, I'm here to tell you that for the most part, I agree with them. Now, I'm not going to tell you that you can't have fun on any bike. I honestly think that any bike that gets you outside is a good bike. But I don't want people to be misled. I just want them to know that before you buy a Walmart bike, there's some things that you do need to be aware of. Now, the majority of riders you might say saying that Walmart makes great bikes usually cut the bike down to the frame and then they build it up with better components. This bike is one of those examples. I took it down to the frame and I built it up with a couple new parts here and there, albeit budget ones, and loaner parts that I had sitting around to make this a more capable trail bike. There were, however, some components that I couldn't change. One of the components that I couldn't change on this bike are pretty much the bearings in the actual bike itself. Now, these bearings the bike came with are by no means high-end. They're not great, they're not special, they don't keep water out, they don't keep dirt out. Honestly, these are the kind of things that I wish that I could replace, but the time and money that it would take to not only research what I need, find replacements, and put the money into replacing them, it just doesn't add up to me. Now, aside from the bearings up top, I don't know what's going down in the bearings towards the bottom behind the cranks. Now, I have taken it apart and it didn't look too impressive. Honestly, I have a hard time complaining about it because the bike is a functional XC/trail bikes. This isn't something that I would use for big drops, gaps, anything that required a lot of heavy section or hard downhill because I just don't want to risk my safety on something that I don't exactly trust. Another aspect that I think really hold back these Walmart bikes are it seems to have a lack of quality control. For those that remember and those that don't, the original front fork to this bike had a missing O-ring, and it caused the fork itself to make an unbearably squeaky noise that I just couldn't tolerate a second longer, and that was on the lightest of trails. One other thing I've never mentioned is that on the seat stay itself, it seems that during the welding process, some piece of metal got inside of it. So anytime you tilt it one way or the other, you can actually hear it go from one side to the other. Now, it's less noticeable when the bike is put together like this, but when I had it just down to the frame, you could clearly hear it. All in all, if you were to ask me, is it worth buying a Walmart bike or a more expensive brand bike, I'd have to argue that the more expensive brand is probably better. I mean, the Walmart bike is okay. You can upgrade it to be a better bike, but at the end of the day, you don't get that money back. And if something were to happen to your frame, you don't get that warranty for the Walmart bike. It's honestly better, in my opinion, to buy something a little more expensive, to have that warranty, to have that peace of mind, to have that simple fact that you know that money went to things that you can't see, like the bearings. Now, I don't want to guide one way to the other, I just want people to make informed decisions. If you stayed to watching this point, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. And make the best decisions for yourself.
How come I get to that side on the swing? I'll try to take my bike there. Maybe. There's some huge rocks in the water. I don't want to lose my bike, and I definitely don't want to go in the water with this freezing cold. I'm gonna figure this out.